Kranti, Pongal, Bihu, so different festival. So yeah, just let's revive our memories of this good and happy festival. I'll just revive your memories with singing one popular song of Lodi. This is, in olden days, the children used to go house to house to ask for Lodi. Lodi means you give us Lodi and they will celebrate the money. Money. They used to go and ask for money. So they used to sing this song. It's very nostalgic for me because in the very small, when I was in nursery KG, that time we used to go. So the song goes like that. सुंदर मुंदरी ये हो तेरा कौन बिचारा हो दुल्ला पट्टी वाला हो दुल्हे दी धी ब्याई हो शेर शक्करवाई हो लोड़ी भी लोड़ी दियो सानू लोड़ी. So they used to say like this, and on a very happy note, and the people used to definitely give them either a revdi or mufli, or they used to give them money. So with this happy beginning, with a happy note, I start this. And we have very eminent people present here. Let me introduce all of them to a very warm and welcome to our council head, Shri Council, Shri Vidya Mandir Trust Council, Academic Council Head, Mrs. Rama Venkatesh. I also welcome Mr. Samir Kapadia, who is the promoter of Creative Learning Aids Mumbai, and also a book distributor, a library educator, and a great fan and great lover of books. He is passionate about reading books. Amongst us, we also have Ms. Jayashri Murli, and she is another, I have heard her stories, and she narrates her stories with full life into it. She brings full life. So we have two eminent guests here today, Mr. Samir Kapadia and Ms. Jayashri Murli. So welcome to all of you. Besides that, I also welcome all the principals, teachers, librarian, and the tech support is also helping us. So with this note, without wasting any more time, I invite Mr. Samir Kapadia to share his view for today's lit meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, Rekha ji, and Jai Gurudev to all. In fact, I would say, it's not just two eminent people in the meeting. There are 35 eminent people in the meeting today. Yeah. And what a wonderful way of beginning by a song of celebration. In fact, that's what this festival, the purpose and the ethos of this festival is to celebrate. So what are we celebrating? We are celebrating stories. And stories come from books. They come from real life experiences. I want to narrate an incident to you which happened to me. But before that, let me begin with another incident which I read in the editorial page of the Times of India. So this was an incident of a person who was visiting Mumbai, and it was his first ever visit to Mumbai. He had no clue about the local transportation, the local train system. He just knew he had to reach Victoria Terminus station and he had to take a ticket for Matunga. So he took his ticket for Matunga and he boarded a train. And he was told that after 20-25 odd minutes, your station would come, so just be alert. So after 10 minutes of his journey, which went very quiet with nobody talking around, with him being silent, he thought, let us just open up and ask the fellow passengers, when would Matunga come? After how many more stations? So he asked his fellow passenger, after how many more stations will be Matunga? So the fellow passenger was a bit surprised and shocked with this question. And he asked him, don't you know, you have boarded a fast train and fast trains don't stop at Matunga. Now this guy panicked because it was his first ever visit to a big city and he didn't know what to do. After a minute or so, he panicked more and more, and seeing his discomfort, his fellow passenger said, hey, but I think I could still help you. Since I travel on this train at this hour every day, I know one thing, which is a secret, and let me share that secret with you. Before Matunga station, there will be a sharp curve, and the train moves very, very slowly on the sharp curve. So you have an opportunity. You can get off the running train and walk up a little and you will reach Matunga station. This guy was further shocked of being advised to jump off a running train. But realizing that the train is really not going to stop where he had to go, he decided he had no choice and give it a thought, or maybe give it a try. So he went to the door of the bogie, and as he was instructed and as he was guided, a sharp turn came and the train really slowed down. It slowed down so much, it gave confidence to this fellow that yes, I can very well jump off from this speed, I won't injure myself, and I'll be in one piece. But his fellow passengers advised him, after you jump off, don't stand still. Run, jog a little so that your motion continues and you don't fall off. He said, yes, I'll do that. I'll be comfortable jumping off and also running and jogging after I have landed. So he musters courage, jumps off the bogie, and as he was advised, he started jogging and running after he landed. And he was thrilled that he neither injured himself and he was still in one piece. He became so happy of doing something of an adventure, he started running more and more faster. And in his enthusiasm, started running faster than the train, so much that he crossed his bogie and reached the bogie two bogies ahead of his. Now, there were passengers who were at the footboard and they could see someone running along the train and they thought this gentleman wants to board the train. So, as we all Mumbaikars know the spirit, the team spirit of helping each other and adjusting for others, 3-4 of them gathered at the entrance of the bogie at the footboard. Some caught his hand, some caught his shoulders, some caught his waist. 4-5 of them pulled this guy back into the bogie. So this is what happens. Let me tell you one more very funny incident which happened with me. I was looking for a client's office at Ville Parle East, and I was a bit late, and I wanted desperately somebody who could help me absolutely correctly to reach the address. So I asked a passerby, this is the address where I need to go. Can you tell me where it is? This guy with full confidence says, oh yeah, I know this place. Walk ahead, you will see the municipality Kachre bin. Take right, walk a little ahead, you will come to Sulabh Sauchale. Take left from Sulabh Sauchale. As you walk further ahead, you will see an open gutter overflowing with dirty water. Right behind that is where your office of your client is. First, I was happy that somebody could confidently guide me so accurately. But after a few seconds, I realized the kind of landmarks I was given. Garbage bin, public toilet, overflowing gutter. But trust me and believe me, the office of my client was exactly behind the gutter which was overflowing with dirty water. Strange, but it really brought a big smile on my face. I just could not help laughing. Well, that's what stories do. The stories don't just come from books, they can come from our day-to-day lives. And our effort, let us all come together to celebrate such incidents, sometimes funny and sometimes sorrowful, with each other, right? Well, so I have my reading corner. Let me introduce you all to my reading corner, which is behind me. Here are some of my favorite books which I have read over the years. Many of them are spiritual books. Many of them are Indian war history. And I have realized that there is so much to know in this world. One of my favorite has been Beyond NJ 9842. This is the story of how we saved Siachen from getting into the Pakistanis' hands. And you know what saved that? What made it happen? It was one man who knew how to read maps. And his ability to read maps accurately came in so timely that India really saved Siachen getting into Pakistan's hand. I really recommend this book to anyone who wants to know the spirit of a human body and the commitment of a human mind. In the most treacherous conditions, where you are at, on an average, 25,000 feet, on an average, minus 40 degrees, and you have to guard your post for 2 months. The first time, the people who saved the land, they didn't even have a bath for 2 months. Just fantastic. My another very interesting book is on Field Marshal Sam Manekshaw, Soldiering with Dignity. It's written by his military assistant, and it gives such real life incidents from Sam Manekshaw's life. He's a man who had the guts, the only man in the history of India who had the guts to call Indira Gandhi sweetie. And you know how he got this guts? Because he knew his job so well. He had the guts to tell Indira Gandhi no to getting into Bangladesh because it was rainy season and a very, very bad time to get into war. And he was so good in his job, so thorough in his job, and so confident. Indira Gandhi bought his argument and she said, okay, Sam, I trust you. You tell me when you are ready. But tell me, Sam, can we win this war? He told Indira Gandhi with confidence, if I can, I will. If I can't, I will still tell you that I can't. And he proved that, yes, India could win that war. It also talks of an incident where Indira Gandhi let him down after the war, where he was caught into some kind of a, all these stupid things happen in Indian politics. Yeah? And Indira Gandhi didn't support him. So that gives a very wonderful lesson to everyone as to how you should stand your guard all the times and not take anybody for granted. And so many another interesting leadership lessons. One of the interesting leadership lesson was at a dinner where high diplomats and high society circle people were present. He took a minute out to go to the guard who was guarding the banquet hall and ask him, did he have his dinner? Where did he come from? Who was in his family? Even at the time when we had to sign the papers with the Pakistani counterpart after the Bangladesh war, being the army chief then, if he wanted the glory to himself, he could have very well gone to sign the papers. But he didn't go to sign the papers of victory. He allowed the Eastern Command head to sign the papers of Pakistan's surrender. Because he said, I don't want to take away the glory of my people. It was their moment. I was in the planning room, but these are the ones who were on the ground fighting the war. So I recommend this book to anybody who is looking for wonderful leadership lessons. Another book of mine, India's War. It was very fun to read as long as India was winning the wars, the 65 war and the 71 war with Pakistan. But then came the war with China. I could not read this book any further. And that's where I stopped reading, page 229, because I just could not take the loss anymore. And that's when I realized I need to be more strong in my sadhana. We have to learn how to take victories and how to take even losses together in life. It's part of life. So I guess somewhere in all these things, I've realized, why do I like war histories, war stories? Because I'm a very fattu guy. So I like people who are brave, who do unthinkable things, who have really shown the courage, and their courage inspires me somewhere in my life, somewhere in my seva, Yes. And yes, I love traveling. So I have this very wonderful book called 52 Weekends from Mumbai. I similarly have a book called 52 Weekends from Delhi. After reading this book, I decided on a trip to Ranikhet and Nainital. So the book mentions about a British captain's bungalow, which was turned into a heritage hotel. But it's absolutely in wilderness. It was such wilderness that even the taxi driver, who has been plying in Ranikhet for so many decades, he had not heard of this hotel. So all the journey he was insisting, "Saab, aisa hotel ho hi nahi sakta hai," because I have been living in, coming in with so many tourists from so many nationalities. No such hotel exists. But I said, no, if this book says so, I want to see it. I want to see a British era heritage property. And after a very suspenseful 10 minutes drive on the dirt road, which is full of silence, not a single bird chirping, no cars ahead of us, no cars behind us, not a human being in sight, and with my dad and my mom frightening themselves, and me and my wife and my driver complaining that there can't be a hotel. We reached that hotel, and what a view we had. Sights of mountains and valleys and the Himalayas, which I'm sure can't be seen from the major tourist spots. So yes, I do have that adventurous streak in me, that little offbeat streak in me, and somewhere these books help me discover myself more. You know, you enjoy so much more when you like what you do. That's what books help me to do, have helped me discover myself. Yes, and I have one very lovely book which I received as a book exchange, where I was paired with a mother in Germany. So I sent a book from India to her for her daughter, and she sent a book back to India to me for my daughter. So this is the book I received. It was such wonderful. You know, you get paired with people whom you don't know, from different nationalities, different languages, and you get to read books which otherwise you would not know. So this was my little reading corner, and I believe uh, we have some people here who are ready with their reading corners. Is that so? Can I invite Amli Arunji? Amli Arunji, can you show us your reading corner?
Yes, Jai Gurudev, everybody. Jai Gurudev, sir. Good evening, sir. Sir, can you see my small reading corner behind me?
Yes, yes, Ambali, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. It's not a lot of books, but it's a small collection which I treasure. It's my space where I come to relax, where I come to what do you say, download all my tensions and all. Okay, so Samir sir, after seeing you describe all your books, I really don't know what to say. I don't have all those things to say, but what I can say is the books which I don't need a reason, like I can come and read anytime, is one which is, you all know, Celebrating Silence. I have a section here, if you can see. This is Guru Vajan. So Guruji is Celebrating Silence. The book, that is one book which I can read anytime. I mean, I read it every day. Also, it is a new eye opener for me every time I read it. Okay, and then I have some books for motivation. Then I do practice yoga, Reiki, and also, so I have a section where that is also the Reiki books, yoga books, and as I have parents with me who are not keeping well, I have a section on healthy diet also. Then there are, as it is, there are novels, and all the books which is necessary for the school thing, illustrated dictionaries and all. Prayer section with all the Bhagavatam, Ramayana, Lalita Sahasranama and all arranged together. So that is it, sir. That is my reading section for you.
Thank you, Amli ma'am. Anybody who will like to project their reading corner? On the screen, I can see Snehal Kadam. I can also see Shushmita Rao. If you are interested, you can go ahead with your reading corner, please.
Ma'am, shall I share my photos? As a librarian, this is Sharda. This is Sharda.
Sure.
Actually, I have done 2 reading corners, ma'am. One for my kuttis, PP1 to 1st standard. One I have done for 2nd standard to 5th standard. Shall I share that, ma'am, photos?
Sure. Over to Samir, sir.
This is Sharda from SSRV. You're all idra.
I think if she can send the photo to the tech support, or can you share it from your phone directly, Sharda ji?
Yes, sir. I can, sir.
Yeah, please. So if you can share it, it will be nice.
Yeah, sir. I'm sharing. This is the one I have done for PP children, sir.
Wow. Very nice.
Wait a minute, sir. I will show you some more.
So cute.
This is the one with Saraswati. I have decorated this one, sir.
Wow.
This is the one for the PP, first standard, second standard for them, sir. Can you see, sir? Can you see?
Yes, yes, yes. And your choice of books is very good. Kozukatta, YY Girl.
Yes, sir. That is actually Kolkata, sir. Sorry.
Okay, okay. Yeah,
Kolkata is a dumpling. What we used in Tamil Nadu, Kerala.
Okay.
That is a sweet one.
Yes, yes.
Basically, Modak.
Modak.
Modak, yes, sir. Thank you, Ramaka. Thank you.
Yes. So who would like to show their reading corner next?
Good evening, everyone. I would like to show my reading corner.
Go ahead.
Yes. Jai Gurudev, everyone. So this is my reading corner where I sit quietly and I read books. So my favorite book I will show. Now I'm reading Alchemist book. This is very nice. Mostly I like to read inspirational books, educational books. And whenever I feel low, that time I read these Yasha Shastra books. Daily I read one page and motivate myself. There are some Guruji's books also. So I read these also. And I decorate my reading corner like this. Some quotes I put on the wall. Yes. So this is my small reading corner. I hope you like it.
Yes, it's wonderful, Snehal. It's really wonderful.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, I call upon anybody else who will wish to display her reading corner.
If our teachers are ready, then it's when. Otherwise, I would definitely request our Jayashree ma'am to share her reading corner, because we'll be getting like same like Sameerji, like all precious things, treasures would come out from the library. I know that. I'm very, very sure about it. I think Jayashree ma'am, over to you.
Okay. Hello, Jai Gurudev. I was very excited today at this displaying of reading corners. I love the Kolkata, I love the Saraswati, and I love this cozy corner of Sneha. And Sameer, you took us to war times, to peace times, to Ranikhet, everywhere. Talking of which, I want to show you something. I have got something which I just made. It's called a reading card. Can everyone see me? Can you put the spotlight so that you can, I made a reading card. It's actually the books that I read in the last about 3 weeks. It's almost about 18-20 books. They were all picture books. I was doing a course, critical thinking in the classroom. So reading card. It's my own reading card where she has the book, The YY Girl. So this is my YY Girl. So this is me. This is me and my reading card. This is part of my reading corner. I also want to show you a most beautiful book. This is a vertical book. This is a vertical book, okay? I can open it like this. Yeah? So what happens is, it's called Home. The book is called Home. So if you open it here, birds, animals, insects, and humans, I open it here. See? So I can go and develop this route. Then here is where do they live. So I can open it like this. And I can carry on my discussion any way I want with the children. Got it? Okay. So this is one of my favorite books. You know, having a vertical book is fun, no? And look at that. This book is done by Nina Sabnani. She's a fantastic illustrator. So that is one I thought I must share it with you. Then today I started making my own book. I have made another book. This is my personal book. I just now completed it for the session. I took an old calendar. 2020, one mutual fund house had given me a calendar. I didn't want to close this page. So I just said, I am here and now in the wild with the trees. I stuck all white paper everywhere. And see here, a tiger speaks in the elements around. Guruji is always talking about elements. So the elements are all we are all about. So I think this was that. Then I'll just show you the next page. With the trees, with the roots, with the soil and the earth. And then don't miss this page. It's a very special page in the morning. I went to my garden. I picked up 4 leaves. Okay. This is a lemon tree. Wow. This is pepper. This is a lily. And this is rose. So I said, lemon and pepper, lily and rose. That's how my garden grows. So my book is still incomplete. I will fill it up slowly when I listen to all your stories. So this is something for our classes. I thought for our children and for the child in us, I thought that. That is something I wanted to show you. Another was special book, which is, there are many. Oh, this is something interesting. I have 2 books. Ammachi's Glasses. The book has got no words. It's a wordless picture book. So imagine the words are all going to be about the children. Just look at that. Look at the pictures. The story you can just simply build with the pictures. The another one, it is called The Book with No Pictures. Two contrasting ideas. One is with no pictures and one is only with no words. So these two, you know, they kind of sit next to one another. Then one very special book. I love tactile books, something which I can touch, feel. Maybe we should make our own tactile book. I feel all of us together should make. This is Exploring Bugs. So everywhere I have nature. If you touch this page, if you open it, it's a flap book. It's a flap book. Okay. So here, everywhere. If you touch this, it's very soft. It's a bee. So this is something which I really love. Then I also want to show you one more thing. I set up this reading corner only when I'm running my sessions because my library is scattered all over the house. My bedroom is full of books. My living room is full of books. So this corner I have taken now for all my sessions with the children. So this is a makeshift reading corner because I have no place in my house for books. Okay. Everywhere they are. So here I have put a small collection of books, all chapter books. This is one of my favorites. Grandma's Tales edited by Lalita Iyer. It's a fantastic collection. Then I also have Asmara's Summer by Andali Wajid. She lives in Bangalore. This is also a fantastic one. Then I also have something which I want to show you. One of my favorite picture books, Samir knows this, Ranganna. The elephant wants to wear pink, all colors of nail polish. Okay. And the most recent one And also some other books I'll show you. This is the epics retold by none other than R.K. Narayan. R.K. Narayan has actually told the Ramayana, the Mahabharata, and everything. So this is R.K. Narayan's edition. It's a fantastic book to have. Then my favorite one, which I'm reading now, again rereading rather, I'm halfway through the reread. Leela Seth, who actually was a Supreme Court judge, she passed away, Vikram Seth's mother. And this is called On Balance. It's a wonderfully written book about how she has written her viewpoint about as a woman, as a working mother, as a professional, how is she balancing everything? So this is something which is one of my favorites. And this book I have started some time back. This was gifted to me. It's a complete works of Feluda by Satyajit Ray. All-time classic. So this is something I thought I will share with you. So much, a little bit of brief. And for all of us who grew up on Sherlock Holmes, one of my favorites, Complete Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. These are all the things I have. And I just put up some wacky quotes. I was just cleaning my closet and see what I've got. Wear the old coat and buy the new book. Okay. So that is it. A very brief glimpse into my makeshift reading corner. So, and another thing, if you can just read this, one of my favorite poems, if you want to read this. Can you see this?
Can you read for us? Because we cannot see.
I will read on a boat. I will read with a goat. I will read on a train. I will read in the rain. I'll read with a fox. I'll read in a box. I will read with a mouse. I will read in a house. I will read here or there. I will read everywhere. I love this. So this is some kind of a collection. So thank you. I'm waiting eagerly for everyone to share whatever you have. Anything that you have and whatever you want to share. Thank you so much.
It's so interesting. I mean, everyone's reading corner is so unique and so complete. It's really wonderful. I liked what Snehal has done, what Sharda ji showed us, what Amli ji showed. Absolute beauty. So Rekhaji, do we have some more teachers, staff members who would like to show their
Yes, anybody can come forward.
Hello, Jai Gurudev, everyone.
Yes, please.
I am Partho from SSC Kolkata. Jai Gurudev, ma'am. And can you hear me? Am I audible?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, actually just 2-3 days, it's happened that I have shifted to my new place. That's why most of the thing still it's packed. That's why for today's meeting, that's why I took out few books for my reading corner. I have chosen this place of to read as my reading corner. And this place I love this place because this place is very cozy and just under the window. That's why the lights are there, natural lights. So I would love to share that I have here some few Bengali books. Actually, I'm Bengali, so a few Bengali books and English books too. And my favorite book is the writings of Sharat Chandra Chattopadhyay, because when I read his book, that time I feel that I can relate with our own life. It's so naturally written and so realistically written. So always I feel that I can relate. That's why several times I read the book. I can show the book. The book is very old, gifted by my grandpa, actually.
Oh.
Yeah, this is the book. So always I read this book. Actually, I love this author to read all the time. And English, just now I have started reading Michael Morpurgo, that Escape from Shangri-La. Actually, I love little bit adventurous book. So I just started. So I have this. Actually, I don't have particular choice that I love adventure or like something else. I have this kind of very nice book here. I can show you. It's I love to read the great people from uh, art and culture. So like that, I have some Ustad Amjad Ali Khan's once book. It's very nice book. I can show you some pictures from there. Mainly, it's a picture book. I hope you can see, everyone. Yes, the picture books and it's written so nicely written about him and how he spends his everyday life when he's doing his riyaz and all. It's a lovely book. I am really getting inspired by this book. So this is my small reading corner, and I hope most of the books are packed yet. So slowly I will take it out and I can decorate my book corner properly. That's all, man. Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you.
That was great. That was great, really. Anybody else who would like to share their reading corner? Yes, Samir. Mr. Samir, are you there or?
I'm there.
Please.
Yeah. In fact, hats off to this gentleman, because without any inhibitions, he showed us the books the way they are. And I've just realized, no matter what sizes and shapes the books are, and no matter how they're arranged, they always look good.
Thank you so much, sir.
Our clothes, if they are not arranged properly, it could look shabby. But when it comes to books, I think I have just realized this after this reading corner, that books never look bad, no matter how you keep them. They could be upside down, they could be resting against the wall, they could have fallen off, half of the book would be open, or whichever way. I think they all still look good the way they are. Oh yeah, we have Saraswati ji driving and showing us her reading corner in the car, mobile reading corner, is it?
Yes. Actually, it was wonderful to. It is such a relaxing session. This has to Samirji, and I'm very happy that this happened. It is so interesting to see all of them from across India come with their books, and it's so enriching for all of us. What you spoke and what Jayshree spoke is so enriching, and it's really touching all of us. And in fact, I was just thinking back, what is most important to me? I was thinking, I'm not at home. I've come down to a place for my treatment, and I carried only one book with me, and that is Great Short Stories of the World, because I didn't have much time to read. So I took this one book along with me for this travel, and I came down. And also, I would like to thank my Kabadiwala. He's the most important person in my life, and the second-hand bookshop seller, because most of the books which I can't afford, I run to him. So I would like to thank him for all the wonderful books he has given me. Yes. Hello. Hello. Rekha ji?
Yes, Saraswati ji, we can hear you.
Saraswati, we can hear you.
Yes. My connectivity is not good. Hello.
Yes, you're audible.
Yes. So I would like to thank my booksellers and the Kabadiwala from whom I source my books, because I think they played a very important part in my life. Yes. So, and Rekha ji, you can take over from here. Over to you.
Samir ji, over to you, Samir ji.
Okay, so do we have anyone else who would like to show us their reading corner?
Good evening, teachers. Jai Gurudev.
Yes, Vinita ji, please go ahead.
I'm from SSRVM Thrissur, and as a part of this literary fest, I gave some activities for the children to do. That is, setting up reading corners at their home and sending pics of that. And I and my colleague Chandani Miss decided to make a video on that. And we prepared a small video of the reading corners set by the children at their homes. And I request Srividya ma'am to help me share the video. Thank you, sir. Srividya ma'am.
Srividya ma'am. because she was having some net connectivity issues. She sent me a message. I'll just check with her.
Okay. Thank you.
Sri Vidya.
Excuse me.
Has she joined, Vinita ma'am?
No, ma'am. Srividya ma'am has not joined.
Her?
I actually sent the video to Srividya ma'am for sharing, as I am not used to screen sharing.
Just check. I'll just check. By the time Rekha ji, you can continue the program. I'll check with Sri Vidya ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Jai Gurudev.
Amadka. Yes, Samir sir, will you please go ahead with her, with the workshops?
Sure. Yes. So, what as we've seen some reading corners, there are so many ways we can do it. And the only correct way is we doing our own reading corner the way we want. That's the only correct way. Yeah. It will be very nice, at least till the 19th of February, all of us, language teachers, subject teachers, librarians, principals, coordinators, everyone, whenever you are going live with your classes, your day-to-day classes, wouldn't it be nice if you can just set up a little reading corner in the background? Let children be curious. What's happening? Let them also get a feel of what books can be. Yeah, and that's possible when we also walk the talk. Yeah. So I think we could do our reading corners. Do it at your pace with your books. It could be it could be a cookery book also. Absolutely okay. It could be a magazine. It could be a newspaper. Please do it. Go ahead. And maybe let's just read 5 minutes every day, whatever we like to, and share it with somebody in our homes. This literature festival is not just for the children. It is even for us, because it is to bring a smile on our face. It's going to connect us somewhere to ourselves little more strongly. So let's read for 5 minutes to maybe ourselves or to somebody else in the family. And whenever you get the opportunity, at least till the 19th of February, share what was your experience when you read something to someone. Now let us tell you what all we have planned. Jayashree ji, Rekha ji, Rama ji, and others in the team. So on the 23rd, we would be taking all of you on a journey of a librarian, and what it is to be in the position of a librarian. And I can bet you it's an unimaginable story of a real life person that we will be bringing or showcasing to you all. Right? We will be looking at some real life, unusual libraries, which are so inspiring that, trust me, at the end of it, I'm sure all of us would like to have our own private library at homes, and maybe do a lot more with it. We will be looking at some capacity building workshops for you all, right? And we would have a surprise guest doing a surprise activity for all of you. This is how we will end the session on the 23rd. Then let's move. We have another session planned for you all on the 30th, the following Saturday, 30th of January, where all of us will be involved and will be immersed in stories. I can promise you that. Also, we would look at how curriculum, our regular syllabuses of various subjects, can be integrated with stories and vice versa. Because we want to do something which helps the students and the teachers back in their day-to-day work, in their day-to-day subjects also. And stories lend a wonderful role there. So we'll look at that, how curriculum and stories work together. And then we come to the third session on the 6th of February, the following Saturday, where we could be seeing the House of Tatas, the educational wing of Tata Trust called Parag, coming and talking about how to select a good book. See, we all have learned, how to select a cloth, how to select our vegetables, what is fresh, what is rotten. Similarly, we also need to know how to select our books. So that's the session that we'll be looking at. Yeah. And there are authors who have been brought in to lend their stories and their magic to us. And again, as I said, it is not just for children, it is for all of us. So so whenever we all log in, if you all have any child at home, get him and sit to listen to the stories. It will be wow. It will be fantastic. Yeah. We have illustrator workshop sessions for everyone. And as we are going ahead, we are getting more and more people who are coming ahead and extending their help that yes, even we would like to be part of the SSRVM Lit Fest. Yeah. So a lot is planned and a lot more is going to be planned as we have more and more people who are showing interest, and there are no dearth of ideas what we can do. Absolutely no dearth of ideas. So some of the ideas Rekha ji is going to share with us as to what are the activities that we could do, though the Literature Festival is scheduled from February 15th to the 19th. But I guess there is a wonderful thought that schools should have a flexibility to do activities as per their convenience. So there would be some common sessions where all schools will gather together. There will be some sessions which you would do only for your school because that would make a lot more sense. Why not? Perfect. Yeah. So Rekha ji, if you could take everyone to the other activities that could be done.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Samiji. Teachers, just see that this festival is going to de-stress you. Do not take tension and do this festival. The main purpose of doing it just to de-stress you, parents, teachers, librarians, of course, and also our dear children also. So we have, there is no competition. It is just a collaboration. Just a participation is there. There's no competition. So the fear of coming first, second, last is not there. So there are some suggestions which most of you must be doing it. And this will trigger some more ideas which you can share it. If we have time, then you share it here itself. Otherwise, you can put it up in the text in the group also. So everybody knows what are the different ideas you have. Both the way, if we have time, definitely we will give you time to speak also in that case. So the first one is the Dear Time. I know everybody knows about the Dear Time. Many schools are also doing it also. Because now we are online, the classes are going online. So between two classes, we give a 10 minutes break. Most of the schools, they give 10 minutes break. So that is the time. That is the time, the children can start reading it. So they are off screen. And, we have to tell the children that all this day, now this dear period, when to start, that school has to take a call. Maybe you can start from this Monday, or maybe you start from 20th. It all depends on you. The sooner, the better it is. So they should always sit like how Samirji has told, that the teachers will always be with a book in the background. So similarly, the children should also sit with their 1 or 2 books which they love to read or which they are reading. So the moment the one lesson is over, so they will take their reading books and they will continue reading it. So they will not waste their time, and it will be off-screen time also. So when you want to start, and this is online, but all the schools are also open at this time. So we have your watchmen, Aya Didis, office staff is there. So let them also read for 5 to 10 minutes every day. The principal and the principal also, if she is in the office, she should also make it a habit to read, so that the entire school is reading. So nobody is left out. That is the spirit of developing reading habit. This is one of them. The second one, what we can talk about, that you can tell children, this is book talk. Book talk means the child come, and you can have it in class wise, you can have it at the school level. And as we have divided you in a cluster, which we will on by Tuesday, we will inform you who all are in which cluster. So you can do it cluster wise also, class wise, school wise, section wise also you can do it. So what it is, the children have read so many books. Now, whichever is the favorite book, the child will come forward, and the child will talk about that book, talk a book. And the talk should be so that the other children inspire to read that book. So this can we have 5-6 people, or maybe 10-12 people, you collect them, and then each one of them can speak or the best book of their own choice. There is no compulsion that you have to read this book only. This can be book talk. Second is shared reading. Now, as we all are online, so we can take a play. We can take a play, so that how in the play we have that Mohan, and then what Mohan said, and after the Sheila, that what Sheila said, the conversation, the dialogues, the child, the different children can speak those dialogues. So that also can be a fun, sharing with each other with proper voice modulation and expression. So, and others also will get a feeling that they should also, next time they should also be a part of it. The third one is character parade. Now, any book, it is up to the school librarian and the teachers and the principal. Either they can select one book, or the children select a book. So there has to be in every story, there is a character. So these children will dress up like a character, and they will speak about the character, what character they are playing. So they will speak about that, and that also will generate interest. And at the same time, this should not be that 6 children participate. There will be many viewers also. So that will also motivate them to read if they like the story. So the best part is you take the story to the climax and leave it there. So, and then they can say, if you want to know more, go and read this book. And it's lovely, like how Samir ji said that he inspired us to read on Manik Shah, and that, and on that, another book was on the 52 ideas of traveling, that also, there's so many books for them. And the last one, what I can suggest is weave a story. Now, actually we have actually physically what we do, we take a wool ball, and the person starts, he says 2-3 sentences, and we pass on that wool ball, we throw the wool ball to somebody else. So then he picks up the story, and on his own he has to create. And then it goes to the third one, and then it goes to the fourth one. And in that process, a story is made. Without knowing, a story is ready. So this is a few of the activities which you can do. We can invite a grandparent to narrate a story in the class. We can do the role reversal also. The first standard child goes and tell the grandparents that today, all these days, you have been telling me a story. Let me today tell you a story. So he narrates what his or her teacher, narrated a story or told a story. So he can tell the story to the grandparents. So there can be a role reversal also. Beside this, the teachers, what teachers can do. Now, when we have a conversation time in the beginning, when the children are entering, then the teacher asks, "How are you?" Then children also ask teachers, "Teacher, how are you?" In that case, the teacher can say at times, "Oh, yesterday I read a wonderful book." And teacher, what is the name? The children will get excited. So the teacher has to put in some effort. Yes, okay, this book has this, and the word of teacher is, when they are in primary, children, they treat teachers as their role model. So if the teacher liked the book, so definitely the primary children will also pick up the book, that book, they will also pick up that book. And there are other ways the teacher can monitor. They can indulge in the teaching lessons. They can, teach with stories. as we have done, Reshma ji has done a workshop for us, teaching through stories. So we should also teach through stories. That also is a very good, another motivating. And I think that's all from my end. And I think the teachers, you are full of ideas. These are very little, very few of them. But teachers, you are full of ideas. Will you like to share now, or anybody is having a want to share the?
And may I request Jayashree ma'am to share just
Jayashree ji?
Gist of Literary Fest and how it's going to be from her side.
Yeah, thank you, Rama. Thank you, Rekha ji. That was wonderful.
Jayashree ji, are you there?
Yeah, I am there. Can you hear me?
We can hear you well. Yes.
Okay. So thank you, Rekha ji. That was wonderful. And thank you, Samir. It was exciting to see all these lovely ideas. What is actually the whole thing, as we all said, is celebration of literature. So literature, is it only the story? The story, the song, the rhyme, the rhythm, the music, the colors, the art. Basically, it's arts integration of the arts. So just go all out with your colors, with black and white. It may rhyme, the poem may rhyme, the poem may not rhyme, but there's always time. Time for us to read, time for us to sing. Since we're doing this, one of the most very good feedback I've received about the LitFest, people are saying it's wonderful that you're starting with primary classes. Most places, the literature festival is held only for older students. Do children not, the first thing a child learns in the life is a story and the song. Yes. In fact, I remember Guruji, in fact, I love him for it the most. He says, when you cry, it is music. It's your mother's lullaby. The poetry is what comes first. So my personal request to all the primary teachers here would be, the story is as important as the poetry. What is happening is, if there is no rhyme, you go to blend in everything. A lot of material you can share with one another. You can read. Poetry doesn't have to necessarily rhyme, but for little children, it is the rhythm. No more than the rhyme, it is the rhythm. Okay, for example, like this. Dhammak dham by dhammak dham, dhammak dham by dhammak dham. Teacher na bacche se kam, bacche na teacher se kam. Ho gaya? So every day you can take out something, 1 or 2 lines, begin the day, end the day. Tomorrow a child may do. You can have any kind of a relay. Okay? In Hindi, in Malayalam, language is not a barrier for literature. Literature, yesterday I was doing meditation. He talks about the left-hand side of the left part of the body. The nadi is here, it's all about creativity. So our meditation is giving us, the right hand is all about courage, and the right side is all about courage and valor, and the left is all about creativity. So I think we are blessed to have the meditative practices which are bringing out the best in us. And make it as inclusive as possible. Make it as inclusive as possible. Get the children to write, to read, put up their room, share the pictures with you, and you do something for yourself. One of my favorite things is to talk about Shah Rukh Khan in Chak De India, that 70 minute. He says, I don't care if you lose that match, but you play only for yourself. So this festival is only for yourself. Because if you are going to be happy, you will take that everywhere. So just keep it simple. Do it for yourself. I do things for myself. I do all this for myself. Because if I'm happy, I can make others happy. Otherwise, I can't. Utna sahi rakhte hain. So then that was one thing. And spread the word. If your friends want to come and watch, Rama, if their friends want to come and see what we are doing at home, they are allowed to come?
Yeah, they are allowed to come.
That's it. That's it. That's it. The more the merrier. The more the merrier. So just go out and celebrate, and no stress. No literature ever happens in stress. Yes, it happens in pain. When people do write in pain, I also write in pain. Sometimes. I also write when I'm happy. So that's okay. But no stress. Aram se maje karo. At the end of it, maybe we will have, some of you want to write your own stories. Get the children to write the story, write the rhyme. We'll put it together. Maybe every school can have their own booklet. Every school can have their own compilation. It's not about choosing the best. No competition. Every child who wants to write, and today we are going digital. There is no expenditure of any money. It's only a digital book. Maybe a digital book will come out. Maybe one by the teachers. All the teachers' work can come separately in a book. And want the children's work separately. And together, I think we kick off everything with that's it. I mean, nothing else. Yeah. just be in a happy space. Okay.
I'd like to just add, whatever you all have spoken now, would like to say very, very few, one or two sentences. See, like you were talking about, you have been talking about the Lit Fest and then how to prepare the pre and post and then what are the sessions are going to be. By hearing this, like we really look forward to have such happy occasion and celebration, basically, as you said. And I request all the teachers to be in that happy space as always and try and help our students and parents and our friends and dear ones, dear and near ones.
One point I want to add, Rama, any festival is a celebration of what happens every day in our life.
Exactly.
So what happens is literature festival is exciting, but I have to go back and see once the festival is over, will my reading corner still be alive or will it gather dust? Will the children still listen to the story or it's only going to be the text? Any celebration is only a culmination of what happens throughout the year. Diwali we celebrate once in a year, but throughout the year we have good food.
True.
Balanced diet. Okay? We invite people from outside, but every year, every day we live healthily and a wholesome education where we put the arts in the center of learning that is constant. Yeah? So just be yourself and that's it. Allah Malik and Jai Gurudev.
And let's together and then make it beautiful.
Rama, one most important thing. Can we encourage our children and teachers to read for the community? Maybe I'm reading with the helper at home.
Yeah, we can definitely.
Maybe our children are reading for the helper. No, I won't even say for is a very word which is looking down on the poor. With is a better choice of word. So can I read with the child? Can I read with a child who's not so privileged? If somebody is living.
And that session also.
Yeah. So no, I don't even mean online. Suppose there are children, let us say somebody is coming to work in my place. Maybe it is my house help and I can read together.
Exactly.
In the local language. So it is not reading for somebody. It's reading with somebody. And sometimes it can become for because somebody is not able to see, somebody cannot hear. They say, "Mujhe pad ke sunao." So it can be sometimes for, but with is better because it's collaborative. So the readers think we are here and the non-readers here. It's not like that. Wisdom is everywhere like this. So, yeah. So,
it's wonderful start.
Yeah, wonderful, wonderful. I'm really, really touched. And very grateful, Rama, to everything that you are making it happen. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Teamwork. Unless otherwise you and Samira here, like it is very difficult for us to move.
No, you're already moving so ahead. We had to keep pace with you.
And I don't want to just use the word thank you so much, but that we will see the later part because you're part of us.
Yes, no sorry, no thanks. All fine, all fine. Anybody wants to add? Any of the teachers would like to say something? They've heard so much. Anybody quickly, please? One last voice by the teacher.
Of course, from Calcutta, please, ma'am. June ma'am, why don't you share something? Is June ma'am here? June ma'am, Aisha ma'am?
Yes, ma'am, I'm here. June ma'am is also, I think she's here. Maybe she's not being able to hear. Yes, ma'am, this sounds fantastic. Actually, it's a very good platform and a very good way to bring about reading, and especially what Jayashree ma'am was talking about, literature. Yes. And yes, we are all looking forward to it. It's a wonderful, wonderful, I'm sure it's going to be a wonderful experience.
And then anyone from Borivali and Mullun, please.
Yes, ma'am, I'm also here.
Ma'am is here. Yes, please, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. I mean, it is true, literature is a celebration of our feelings and of different forms of art. We have been in the last 2 months, from grades 2 to 5, we have actually, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you well.
Okay. We have had like role play sessions with our children who have written their own stories, with our teachers. Every weekend we have what we call a weekend tale. So the teachers have started, they've got a theme and they start writing a story, and each week another section teacher continues the story, and then we share it with the children and we upload it also for them to read. And we had a role play session where it was just for 2 and 3, they just read out basically their parts. But we saw how much trouble they took, and with such a lot of passion they made their headgears and of course whatever costumes they had in the house. Like if we had animals, we just told them represented by the color, that like if it's a deer, then you wear something in brown or yellow. If it is it's a bird, a parrot, so you wear something in green. So like that, because we didn't want them to go overboard with their costumes, our children, whenever we tell them, the parents will just take a lot of effort and try to help out in whatever whatever is being done. So anyway, it was very, very successful. We have finished with 2 and 3 this role play session, and we had it over 2 or 3 English periods. We have also done it with 5 and now 4. In class 5 and 4, we asked them to sort of try to impromptu speak rather than learn up. So we do these extra things, and now we'll be happy to share it also with the others. And I mean, it's a great step forward in what you all are trying to do, and we look forward to much more participation and doing many more things together.
Yes, June ma'am. And Jayashree ma'am and Rekha ma'am, Sameer ji, I could see Mini ma'am, who has got a library behind her, and she has not shared anything about it. I think we should give her an opportunity to speak.
Of course, yes. Rama just spot everybody who's got a library.
Yes.
In fact, now we change the terminology from reading corner to reading wall, looking at Mini ma'am's background.
Jai Gurudev ma'am.
Yes, Mini ma'am, please.
Jai Gurudev ma'am, I am at home. My home library is my father-in-law's library.
Very good.
We take book from this. He's a good writer also. So that.
What's his name?
Almost this house is full of books.
Okay.
This room is full. This is his library. The 3 rooms are there. This is only 1 room. 4 walls are completely surrounded with books.
Oh, very good.
So I can't say that this is my reading corner. So I sit quietly. We will take book from here, and we also sit here somewhere and read. That's all.
Okay.
So I can take. I can't take the credit. This is all his book. He is now 85.
I think it is okay. Sameer ji and Jayashree, please correct me. You can get into others' reading corner also and take the book and read.
Allowed.
Are we allowed?
He is 85 now.
Mini ma'am, can he read for the children? Can he talk to the children in Kerala?
Now he is in his room.
No, not today.
Shall I ask?
No, when you're doing your literature festival with the children and teachers in Kerala, can you address all of them? Please let's invite him. Yes. We want him to
an astrologer also.
Oh yes, okay. And let him show the reading corner. Let him tell them a story. Let us have a chat with him.
Yes,
I think he's a writer. Please introduce him to everybody. We'd like to know more about him. Thank you, Rama.
He's doing so many books he has written. Okay. Now he is on the work of Ribu Gita translation. That's all.
Ribu Gita, okay. So can you tell a small story to the children, show them the books and everything?
I think he will enjoy. He has, I am the librarian of SSRVM Trivandrum Marudunguri. Once I have take him to my school for the reading day. He has talked to the children so much. the children was very interesting.
Yes. Yes, please do.
I think
Please
now he is not going outside without because
We are
because of this
virtual,
epidemic.
virtual.
And now he's in the home. Every Sunday there is a satsang here in this room.
Okay.
His friends and some are coming here. About 10 people, 6 some people are coming, and most of them are very eminent persons. And every Sunday here
Mini ma'am,
we are engaged.
Mini ma'am, any person your father-in-law's friends is invited. Tell them we love them to, address as many children and teachers
He's
as possible.
Dr. S.K. Krishnan Nair.
Okay.
S.K. Krishnan Nair. He was retired from KCB Trivandrum as accounts officer. And that time, from a very early time also, he is writing.
Okay. So
we will take the profile. We will take the profile from Mini.
Not literature or like that books. Now he is writing on the astrology, and now actually Rakhadi Yoga and an Ayurvedic reference book related to astrology and Ayurveda. That book he now released from the here. State Literature Institute here at Trivandrum. They have published it.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Thank you, Mini ma'am. Thank you very much.
We are grateful with you. So I can say this is my, we only take the, we don't know whatever book is here at least. Just I can show the library, one room. This room I can. This one.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So good.
It's full of books.
Here also, this one. In this side also. Here.
Okay.
Thank you.
Till the ceiling, up to the ceiling, all the library books are there.
Okay.
Another room also, his bedroom. In his bedroom also, like this, books are arranged. Late night, till late night, he is reading and writing every time. Like that.
Very good. Thank you so much, Mini.
I was blessed with this because I am also staying in this house. Now, my mother-in-law is not here. 10 years she passed away. Earlier she passed.
Over to you, Rekha ma'am, please.
Okay. I will request
Can I ask him?
just show your reading corner. So tech support will, Adarsh ji will click on picture of everybody. Please focus your camera on your reading corner, whom we have missed out. And in the meantime, I will request Amli Arunji to extend a vote of thanks. Adarsh ji, I hope you are clicking a picture.
Yes, I have done. Yes.
Amli ma'am.
Shall I start, ma'am?
Yes.
Please start.
Jai Gurudev once again to everybody. I have been entrusted with the responsibility of delivering the vote of thanks. I'm very much privileged to have been given this opportunity. This is such an esteemed group working towards such a very creative initiative. On behalf of all of us gathered here, the Academic Council also, let me first express my sincere gratitude to Rama ma'am. It's her vision of a literary fest for all the SSRVM schools together, which is coming true. We are all looking forward to this great exchange program, which will really be a great exposure to all of us, I am sure. Thank you so much, Rama ma'am. A simple thank you, I know, will never suffice for all the initiatives you have come forward with for the benefit of all the schools together. Actually, this is 1 year during the pandemic that we have been associated with all the schools together. And each time you come up with such initiatives, ma'am, which we never thought of. And it is always a learning experience. Thank you so much, Rama ma'am.
All Gurudev's grace, nothing our work.
Yes, ma'am. And next, to speak of this initiative, the leading force behind this initiative, Jayashree ma'am and Samir sir. I just simply don't have the words to thank you enough. The passion with which you introduce reading, you have brought in a completely new perspective for us reading. And from you, I personally have learned that reading is not simply reading. There is a lot more to it. And each and every session with you, it's such a great learning experience. Today also seeing Samir sir's reading corner, Jayashree ma'am, the passion with which you introduced each and everything, I think it is a reader's dream, the way you introduced all the books. Thank you so much, ma'am. And looking forward to this literary fest where we will be seeing, I personally feel for us in Kerala, for us all the schools, I think it might be the same for most of the schools, it will be a great exposure, ma'am. The things which we have never heard of, the things which we have never seen, all of this is coming to us. I think we should thank the pandemic also for this. Otherwise, we would have been having small literary fest in all our schools already. Thank you so much, Samir sir. Thank you so much, ma'am. And Jayashree ma'am, you had such a beautiful, I don't know, the reading, your reading card. That was the first surprise you started off there. Then you have your personal book, the vertical book, I don't know, wordless picture book. When you see all this, you want to do all this immediately, incorporate all this immediately. But then I don't know what happens. Anyway, I hope the Literary Fest will give us all the ideas we need to do all this for our children also. And as Samir sir said, for us also. Right now, it's
reading space.
Right now, it definitely is a celebration of reading. Thank you so much, both of you. And next, I would like to thank Rekha ma'am, who has beautifully and taken a great effort in coordinating this session. Next, on behalf of all of us, I express my sincere thanks to all the principals who have gathered here. Thank you so much. And all the teachers and librarians who are here, I express my sincere gratitude. I definitely feel it is the librarians and teachers who are going to take forward this moment. The implementation part will come to them. So all the ideas together, how we are going to implement it, will come to all the teachers and coordinators and librarians. Thank you so much for being a part of this program. And last but not the least, I extend my sincere gratitude to Ashram Tech Support, Adarsh ji. And when I say that, I would like to, it's Adarsh ji who inspired me to write a poem and illustrate the way he sang during our reading session, okay, without any inhibitions. I personally, Rama ma'am, I would like to say that attending each and every of the trust sessions, each and every person is an inspiration. We get to learn from each and every person. So thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much for this wonderful initiative.
It's a very big support for our academic team, especially.
Yes, ma'am. All the sessions which we have attended. Thank you so much once again to all of you. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you, teachers, for joining. Thank you, Ramaka, for your presence. It really boosts a lot of enthusiasm in all the teachers. A lot of enthusiasm in the teachers.
And there is one special person who is not here today, Sulakshana. We are missing her. A big hug and a thank you to her. And very quickly, Ambili ma'am, on one point, the librarians and teachers have been in different departments. This festival is bringing everybody together, and going forward, the librarian is not different from the teacher is not different from the librarian. So that's one of the big visions, I think, of bringing the library, the librarian, the teacher, and everybody together, not only during the festival, but throughout, because there's going to be a reading culture. We are changing. SSRVM will be known for the reading culture.
Yes, Jayashree ma'am.
That is the vision we have.
And you know, Vinita ma'am has shared the video recording with Sri Vidya ma'am. Yes. I think she has passed it to, probably shared it with Jayashree ma'am or Rekha ma'am. So in case if we do not have time, the next session, definitely we should make it happen.
Yeah. Okay,
Ramaka.
Thank you so much. Thank you. God bless
Ramaka,
you.
At the same time, we also want to thank Sulakshana and Saraswati and Vidya ji, because they are also put in a lot of efforts to make it happen today. We must thank all of them. Sulakshana ji, Saraswati ji, and Sri Vidya ji.
I'm sorry, ma'am, I left that off. I'm very sorry.
No,
It does not matter. It happens. Saraswati, where are you? She's missing. Okay. And there is Chandni. Okay, Chandni's library. I got to see Chandni's library. You have to do a video of your library and send us, Chandni.
Okay,
please do.
madam.
Talk about your books. Anybody who didn't get a chance to speak today, take a video of your libraries. Talk about it. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye. Wish you all the very best for the upcoming events.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Bye bye. Jai Gurudev. Jai Gurudev.
Jai Gurudev. Thank you so much for joining, everybody. Jai Gurudev.
Jai Gurudev, ma'am. Thank you.